Hey, my peeps, locking down the truth with Marci Lock. So there's something that I felt inspired I wanted to share with you guys before I jump on my calls today with my masterminds and things, and just bring attention to, I actually posted a picture yesterday saying that if you're looking for blame, you're racing for the victim position. So what do I mean by that? Is anytime we point outside of ourselves, we're literally trying to uphold a hand, to validate, to in some form be able to take responsibility off of ourselves. So it doesn't matter what the experiences, what the perceptions, etc. If we're ever reaching outside of ourselves or looking outside of ourselves, I call it that you're racing for the victim position. So something that I always say with my little boys is I'm like, I can understand, or I can hear that you feel this way. I said, are you looking for blame or solution? Looking for blame or solution. So the reason I want to bring presence to even how we take full responsibility in our lives is, for example, it was last week that I decided to go have a little procedure done on my knee to assist my knee, and giving myself both because I'm worthy of the assistance in all forms. And since then, literally, I hadn't really slept at all because of my knee. Now, did anybody even know this? Because if you've seen there's several days I spent with Garrett. We were doing videos. I was in masterminds. I was still rocking out my day, because in no form did I say, hey, by the way, guys, I might not be showing up fully, or I'm really tired, or any of that shit. Now, in my past experience, I went through breast cancer, heart attack, tons of sicknesses and diseases with my body. And I got to learn and get really clear that whatever I chose to focus on, I created more of. I actually stopped sleeping from the time I was 11 and had sleeping issues till I was 28 years old because of internal associations to, not being safe, etc. Now, the only way I shifted that is I stopped speaking and even saying or focusing on what I didn't want. So instead of focusing on breast cancer, I healed myself from breast cancer because I chose to say, I'm effortlessly recreating health. My body is working at perfect optimal levels, and I'm so grateful and thankful that my body always operates perfectly. And all I focused on and all I spoke was about how perfect it operated, and I healed myself of breast cancer. Same thing with sleeping, is I chose to speak even if I didn't sleep at all. I didn't say, hey, I didn't sleep, or ever put any focus on it. I said I got the perfect amount, because it's exactly what I got. So it obviously was perfect, and I'd say I'm so grateful I sleep perfectly every night, and I always fall asleep quickly and easily, and my cells are regenerating every night. And I chose that, to focus on that, and that became more and more of my experience until it became not an issue. So anytime we're putting focus or attention on what we don't like, that we're not experiencing, I didn't tell anybody about what I was experiencing that I didn't like, because what's the point of putting focus or attention on that? Instead, I put focus and attention on what I wanted. So yesterday I got to take a day of just total recovery, because based on the not sleeping and some things showed up for me that I was like, you get to just rest today. You just get to let your body recover. And again, no focus or attention on that. Instead, there's focus and attention on healing, and my body's operating perfectly, and I'm giving my body love, and I'm feeling what I'm feeling. So there's a distinction between ignoring what you're feeling and saying I'm not worthy feeling, and running past it and going through the motions, which just says I'm not worthy, I can't experience all things, I can't feel all emotions. That's bullshit. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm saying we feel what we feel, we get clear with it, and we choose to move through to then consciously take the action to create what we want to be experiencing. So living in this place of alignment, that's when there is no try, there is no hard, there's no struggle, there's no judgment for myself, and whatever I'm experiencing, I experience it, I get feedback from it, and I choose to move forward to create more and more what I want. So I wanted to clarify that again, all things are, whatever experience we're in, totally there for a reason. It's all feedback. If we drop the story of judgment around it, that it was wrong or right or good or bad or whatever, that's when we're saying that something inside of ourselves or something that we're experiencing is not okay. It's experiencing what we're experiencing and then moving through to, well, what do I want to be experiencing? So if I stay in this place of looking at blame and why I can't have, which is again saying, if I showed up and said, hey guys, yeah, I'm really tired, or haven't slept, or this is going on, all I'm doing is saying, I just want to validate myself that I might not show up fully, or you might judge me, or I'm not failing because this is going on. Instead of, I'm fully whole and perfect and complete in whatever I am and however I'm showing up and whatever I'm experiencing, and I choose to create my experience. So I create energy every day. I create what I want to feel. I create how I want to be. I create all of that. It doesn't depend on, did I get enough sleep, or what's going on with my body, or what's going on in my environment. I'm not a bitch to circumstance. I am the fucking creator of my world. That's what I want you to hear. This is Marci Lock, reminding you, power of choice is yours. Choose your best life. Lock it down.